So Randy Credico is an activist and a comedian and a radio show host, and he was former candidate for New York governor, and he has been caught up in the middle of the Julian Assange RussiaGate. Roger Stone, because Roger Stone has inserted that he was the back channel to Julian Assange, and that connects Julian Assange to the Trump campaign, which connects them to Russia. So that's why it's a big deal, and he's been on MSNBC about 50 times in the last couple of weeks, and Ari Melber is obsessed with your story. He's been having you on. But you have some breaking news that you want to break for us today, correct, Randy?
Yes. This is breaking news. I'm sure Ari Melber will say it.
Oh, God damn it. It's freezing up. Are you kidding me? Hang on. Let's hold on. Let's hold.
And that is that it was a show out of London that ended up being a show that was sponsored by the Turkish government. I had no idea, but I basically said...
Are you kidding me?
Are you effing kidding me?
Is this CIA?
All right. So I get this invitation, and one of the reasons why I did it is because
you got one invitation. Tell step back.
I got an invitation to do a voluntary interview with the special prosecutor. So
what? Mean Mueller? Mueller invited you to do an interview?
One of his special assistants obviously came from him, but they asked me to do a voluntary interview. Now, I am reluctant to. The problem is that I do a voluntary interview. First of all, I look like a rat. Okay, if I got a subpoena, I'd probably be there. But it was a voluntary interview. I'm already being smeared as a rat. Roger Stone and a lot of these people that are connected to him have been smearing me online and all of these different social media outlets that I am a rat and I am carrying a wire for Mueller. Well, the fact of the matter is, I have yet to do an interview with Mueller. I was asked, I gave the information to my lawyer, and my lawyer communicated and said that I will not do a voluntary interview with Mr. Mueller at this time.
So you're turning down the voluntary interview. You think he'll subpoena you?
Well, I guess that's next. I think so. I mean, I'm a data point here. I think that they have all of the emails between me and Roger Stone because they picked up some emails the other day. Obviously, they have Stone's emails. And if they have Stone emails, they have the ones that he and I, over the last 2.5 years, have sent back and forth. So there's plenty there. There's plenty there that they probably don't even need me, whatever they're looking for. And I really don't know what they're looking for, but they said I was not a target.
Well, I think they're looking for confirmation that Julian Assange was in communication with the Trump campaign. That's what they're looking for, right?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if it's. It seems like they're looking at Roger Stone's activity with his political action committee because they've subpoenaed 2 people connected to the political action committee, which he had for a year and a half. He set up shop when he lost his gig with Trump, and he raised a lot of money and he spent a lot of money. I don't know where the money went. And you see a lot of these people that have been indicted are for money laundering or misuse of money and hiding money, tax schemes and stuff like that. So I don't really know the nature of it. But when you get contacted by, it's one thing to be contacted by Schiff, because I have no respect for the House Intel Committee. It's another when you're dealing with professional prosecutors that are not really as political as everybody on the House Intel Committee. And so I didn't mind taking the 5th. If I took the 5th with Mueller and it granted me immunity, I would have to talk no matter what. Otherwise, I end up in jail until I do. And I'm not sure I'm willing to go to jail for Roger Stone.
Okay. Wow. Randy Credico breaking some news here on the Jimmy Dore Show. He's been invited to give a voluntary interview with the special prosecutor's office. He's turning him down. Going to turn him down because you're no rat. That's what I like about Randy.
I'm not a rat, but I've been called one by many people. But here I have not submitted to an interview with a special prosecutor.
And just so people know who you are the person that Roger Stone accuses of being or claims was his back channel for information to Julian Assange. Now, you know Julian Assange. You've met with him. He's been on your show. And In fact, but you did not relay any information between Julian Assange and Roger Stone. That part is not true, correct?
Absolutely, I did not. He
Okay.
tried to get me to send some material to WikiLeaks, some crazy person from India by the name of Dr. R. Paul.
Right.
And so I said, no, I said, I can't do that. And I never did. I never communicated. First of all, Roger wanted me to get Assange on as a radio a guest on his show on InfoWars because he got me Gary Johnson. He thought that was a fair trade. I said, no, you have to give me like 90 players to be named later that are AAA stars to get that one. So I never did get him. And he tried to get William Binney. He tried to get a lot of people on his show, and nobody would do his show. First of all, I never asked anybody. I would not. I'd ask Assange to do your show, I'd ask. And Benny has done your show, but I certainly wasn't going to give it to Roger Stone. And that's what he was looking for. There was another thing with some Haitian protesters in front of Clinton's office that he put together, and he wanted me to get that out to him, and I didn't do that. So Stone was just basically looking to dig up dirt and try to get it confirmed or to be disseminated by WikiLeaks, and none of that happened.
Okay, so that's a very, because what people don't need to understand is if the government can find some evidence that corroborates Roger Stone's story, that you were Roger Stone's connection to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, then they have their story comes together, that WikiLeaks, Julian Assange was working with the Trump campaign in Russia. But if that isn't true, that you're not part of this, then it all falls apart. So that's why people are trying to make this story up, because it makes their bullshit narrative work, which that Julian Assange and WikiLeaks was working with Trump and Russia, which they weren't. But
yeah,
that's,
they're trying to put that domino in place, and it's just not happening. But Stone insists that I was. I don't know why he would insist that I was. I've cleared him that he did not have a back channel, and so he's upset that I've cleared him that he did not have a back channel, but apparently he wants to have one.
Yeah, apparently. All right, Randy Credico, it's good to see you.
Thank you very much. It's a great show today. I really enjoyed the stuff on Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Great material. I'm going to go down to Virginia and have fake chicken, some tofu chicken at the Red Hen now.
Okay, but look at you. You're all dressed up. People aren't used to seeing people.
That's another reason.
Oh, just as we started to talk about it, it froze up. Oh, that's sad. So, Randy, I was busting his balls because I saw him on another TV show, an international TV show, and he was Skyping, and he looked like this. He was all in his, look, if you go back to his picture,
Yes.
and you see how nice he looks? He's got his nice shirt on. He's got a nice tie on. He looks real nice. So I was busting his balls about it, and he said, okay, the next time I do your show, because he has to go to someone else's apartment because his computer has been confiscated, and he's at I don't want to say where he is, but he's at another remote location phoning in or Skyping in.
Yes.
So you look fantastic.
Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. I do not like going out in public these days. I have not been to the place where the address of my license is in 4 months.
Oh, really? Okay, so he's...
yeah.
So you're laying low.
I'm paranoid. Scarlet Pimpernel,
okay.
Undercover.
All right, Randy Credico. Everybody check out that documentary about him, 60 Spins Around the Sun.
Laura Keitlinger.
Laura Keitlinger directed and produced that movie. It was fantastic.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, and thank you, Randy. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right,
bye-bye.
The next live Jimmy Dore show is July 1st in Portland, Oregon, July 15th in Chicago, and July 27th in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a link for all those tickets to those shows. Plus, don't forget, become a patron to help support independent media. We give you hours of bonus content every week. Plus, every Saturday at 2 p.m., we do our Solid Chat Saturday. It's our live stream on Saturdays, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Stick around for that. And please make sure you're subscribed. Even though you think you are subscribed to this channel, they're unsubscribing people every day. Just check. Click subscribe and then click the bell to make sure they send you a notification when we're dropping videos. Otherwise, they won't tell you. Thanks for your support.